Denise asks, she has a couple where the withdrawer has a kind of arrogance because his individual therapist said that using his executive brain is better. The pursuer using her amygdala and her way of coping isn't as great. Denise writes, I thought with EFT we're trying to get them both to be emotional. Like how?
Yeah, this is a hard dilemma, and other therapy modalities work different ways. So this is the paradigm of EFT. Denise is spot on that love is an emotional bond. Mm-hmm. And because we're usually working with a couple, or in this case, Denise is working with a couple, we have to help them learn the emotion, because emotion is a messenger of love, also from a general theory of love. Love that book. Because emotion is a messenger of love, we have to help each partner get to know and befriend their own emotion, so that in a distressing moment with their loved one, or even a non-distressing moment, they'll send a clear emotional signal. And that is the work of couple therapy, which is different, as Denise's question highlights, than a lot of individual therapy. Emotion has control precedence neurologically, whether you're male or female, withdrawer or pursuer, or have executive functioning or not.
Emotion has control
precedence. That's Edtronic.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, basically, Denise is right. Like that executive functioning.
In moments of distress, people's executive functioning, I mean, an EFT, an attachment-based person, would define this person relying on his executive functioning in emotional moments as being avoidant. It wouldn't be an arrogance, although a lot of people pathologize the pursuer's behavior and think the withdrawer has the better way of coping because it's quieter and less angry and, more executive functioning looking. We look sane and calm, cool, collected as a withdrawer. But in a love relationship, that executive functioning is going to be really problematic because there's no emotional Velcro in that. So how does he send signals of love to his person from his executive functioning? But in individual therapy, that's great. I'm not distressed. I have really nice cognitive conversations that help me. Not taking anything away from it, but this is a paradigm shift. So sometimes as an EFT couples therapist, I'm often in these conversations with individual therapists about this paradigm shift between how they work and how I work, because Denise is appropriate in wanting to care for her client, because this will put him, this male client, in a bind. His individual therapist is saying one thing, but Denise and the couple's work is requiring another. And I don't want you, male person, husband person, I don't want you to, he's going to feel torn and he might feel squeezed and he's going to feel conflicted. So the clinicians actually ideally would address that professionally between themselves for the client's benefit, so the client doesn't have to live with that conflict and decide what to do about that conflict. But when we're working with the love relationship, there is no way not to work with each partner's emotion. And that's what EFT does so well.
And you'll say that out loud as an EFT clinician. You say, this is what EFT is all about. And this is my medicine. I'm going to define it for you. Right. And executive functioning with your individual therapist may work in various settings, but as your couples counselor, here's what works in this setting. Emotions.
Yeah.
For more hot tips on emotionally focused therapy, go to theeftcafe.com and sign up for our newsletter, where you will receive short little clips like the one you just watched.